If she expects you to be obsessed with her and basically worship you, that's a red flag. For some people, they may have a fragile sense of worth. She might say things, I can't live without you. You're the best thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, that one can be sweet. In moderation, of course. I only want you. You're the only person I care about. While some of these things can genuinely be sweet in the moment, it also depends on her overall actions. If she seems completely emotionally dependent on you, that's where it can become an issue. And let's be real here, especially in today's world, a lot of us have slightly low self-esteem. It doesn't have to be a deal breaker, but ideally she's working on it. And everyone needs validation once in a while. Again, this is all within reason. Now, for some people, they believe that love means being obeyed, constantly praised or chased 24/7, and prioritized above all else. Maybe something's going on with a family member of yours, like an emergency, and she still expects you to put her first immediately. Where you can't prioritize anyone or anything above her, that's when it becomes an issue. For some people, their partner's needs feel like interruptions. And, you can't have boundaries because that's betrayal. Or your partner needing care is needy. This might be the person that's like constantly asking, are you even grateful to have me? Why aren't you doing this for me? Everything about the relationship is all about her. That might be a sign that she really is very self-focused and only cares about herself. Because your needs should matter in the relationship and your wants should constantly matter. Next, for some women, they may have an immature view on what relationships and romance should look like. Maybe she watches way too many romance videos or consumes the books. And while this isn't inherently toxic, some women genuinely love those books, and it's fine. If she's basing her thoughts, her relationship expectations on actual reality. That's like, indulging in ice cream. We shouldn't eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but we do occasionally enjoy it. Okay, great. She enjoys the fantasy, love story type of thing. But for some ladies, they think obsession means passion, jealousy means love, or attention constantly means devotion. And so she expects these unrealistic things from you. And you can't really convince her otherwise. She probably won't listen to you because she's this hopeless romantic. But healthy love and attraction is based on reality, not fiction. Also, wanting to be worshipped can be about control. I've seen this in some relationships. When someone's obsessed with you, if you think about it, it's easier to control that person. They'll tolerate more, they'll question less, they'll overgive, and they'll ignore the red flags that they should be paying attention to. Because they're trying to actively keep that connection. And in general, this sets up a power balance. Where they're the prize and you're the pursuer. You must bow down and worship the ground she walks on. And all you get is crumbs, and she doesn't feel like she has to reciprocate. Okay, now not everybody that wants obsession is cruel. It's not ideal and it's not healthy. But in some cases, they may fear abandonment. They're deeply afraid of being ignored or left or replaced and not chosen. And this is something she actively needs to work on within herself. You cannot fix it for her. I've actually made this mistake myself, but we cannot fix another person's self-esteem, even if we really want to. You can compliment them all day, be there for them, try to be kind to them and loving. And yes, these things can help, but they don't fix the underlying issue unless that other person is willing to do the work. And with all of this, someone who wants to be worshipped in a relationship usually has a distorted view of what relationships should realistically look like. And they often use romance to regulate themselves, soothe their insecurity, or even get control. So this is something to watch out for. I don't necessarily think you should always assume worst case scenario with your partner unless they show consistent action or patterns that you can't really see any other way to it. But the reality is, someone else's desire to be worshipped should not cause you to completely abandon yourself or your own needs.